So you're thinking about becoming a lifeguard in Mississippi, huh? That's awesome. It's way more than just a summer job. It's a role with some serious responsibility, but also some incredible rewards. In the next few minutes, we're going to walk through exactly what it takes to get certified and start your career right there by the water.
So let's just start with the big question, right? Are you looking for a job that's more than just a paycheck? Something where you can actually make a real difference? If that's you, then you are absolutely in the right place. That's what being a lifeguard is all about.
And hey, while you're making that impact, you're also going to earn a really solid wage. Lifeguards in Mississippi are typically making between 15 and 21 bucks an hour. It's a pretty clear sign that this job and the skills it requires are definitely valued.
All right, so let's dive into what makes this such a rewarding gig. It's easy to just think of it as a summer job, But lifeguarding is a skilled professional role, and the benefits go way beyond getting a nice tan.
See, you're not just watching the water, you're mastering skills like CPR and first aid, skills you'll have for life. The certification you get is accepted all across Mississippi, and it really builds a foundation of leadership and responsibility that, let's be honest, looks great no matter what career you go into. It's basically your ticket to jobs at pools, cool summer camps, and even beach patrols.
Okay, but before you can even start the fun part, the training, you've got to meet some physical requirements. And these aren't just suggestions, they are mandatory. They're there to make sure you're ready for the demands of the course. First up, age. Super simple. You need to be at least 15 years old. Now, the key thing to remember here is you have to turn 15 by the very last day of your certification class. That's the cutoff. Next up is the big one, the 3-part swim test. First, you'll swim 300 yards without stopping, using front crawl and breaststroke to show you've got the endurance. Then you'll tread water for a full 2 minutes, using only your legs, no hands. And finally, the timed event. You have to retrieve a 10-pound brick, which is meant to simulate the weight of a small child, from 10 feet of water and get back to the side in under 1 minute and 40 seconds. It's tough, for sure, but totally achievable with a little practice. All right, so you've passed the physical test, you're in, you're ready for the certification course itself. So what exactly are you going to be learning? Well, get ready for a 26.5-hour commitment. This isn't some quick weekend class. It is a deep dive, pun intended, that mixes classroom learning with a ton of hands-on in-water practice to get you ready for pretty much any emergency. A huge chunk of your time is going to be spent on rescue techniques. You'll learn everything from the safest way to get into the water to really complex rescues for different kinds of victims. You'll even practice how to safely escape the grasp of a panicked swimmer, which is a critical skill that could literally save your own life. And beyond the in-water rescues, you'll become a pro at critical medical care. We're talking about how to manage potential head, neck, and spinal injuries. You'll also master CPR and how to use an AED on adults, children, and infants. Plus, you'll learn to use advanced gear like a bag valve mask or a BVM, which is a device that helps someone breathe when they can't do it on their own.
All of this training builds up to 3 final scenarios. This is where you have to prove you can handle realistic emergencies, putting all your skills together. You'll be tested on rescuing an active victim, recovering a submerged one, and managing a possible spinal injury. You pass these, and boom, you're certified.
So you did it. You put in the work, you passed the tests, and now you are officially a certified lifeguard. So what's next? Let's take a look at where you can actually find a job in Mississippi. The opportunities are actually pretty diverse. You could find yourself on a beach patrol, which is cool, or maybe at a private country club or a busy community pool. If you're looking for year-round work, places like the YMCA and swim schools are fantastic options. And if you love working with kids, summer camps are always looking for good lifeguards.
All right. Finally, let's cover the nitty-gritty details of the certification itself. All the practical info you really need to know before you sign up. So the full course costs $395. The best way to think about it is as an investment in a seriously valuable skill set. And it's also worth asking about group discounts because those are often available for schools or other organizations. Now, this is really important. There are 2 different paths. If this is your first time, you'll take the full 26.5-hour program. But if you're already a lifeguard and your certification is about to expire, you can take a much shorter review course just to refresh your skills and get caught up on any new protocols. So let's just quickly recap the key details here. Your certification is good for 2 years, and you have to renew it before it expires. The great news is, it's accepted all across the state.
And just one last heads up, if you have your heart set on working at a beach or a lake, you might need an extra waterfront training certification.
So, there you have it. We've covered the tough physical tests, the intense training, and the incredible life-saving skills you're going to gain. It all comes down to this. This is a job with real weight and a real purpose. The only question left is, are you ready to take on that responsibility?